Dune Awakening is a brutal and unforgiving world where survival depends on skill, strategy, and sometimes strength in numbers. But should you brave the sands alone or join a guild to conquer Arrakis together? Today, we break down the pros, the cons, and the ultimate question: solo or guild? What is right for you? Welcome, survivors, and whether you are a lone wolf or a team player, Dune Awakening gives you the right to choose your path. But which one is better? Let's dive into the benefits and the drawbacks of both playstyles so that you can decide before you step into the sands. First, let's talk about why some players really do prefer going solo in games like Dune Awakening. Number one, there are no schedules, no obligations, just you and the open desert. Solo play means you move at your own pace, whether that's grinding spice, exploring ruins, or setting up hidden outposts. You don't have to compromise with guild politics or wait for others to log on. Every decision is yours. In addition, some people just like running internal RP situations with themselves as they are moving through the game so that they can create kind of a false sense of excitement as they are tackling the various issues and goals that are being set to them by the game itself. Playing solo can kind of turn into like a true survival horror experience, for example. Every shadow could hide an enemy, every footprint could lead to danger. The tension is real when you have no backup and you are perceiving it as you versus the world, not you with people that can come and help you complete those tasks. So sneaking past guard patrols, ambushing careless players, and disappearing into the dunes can be incredibly rewarding for some individuals out there who enjoy doing it this way. Also remember, guilds can be amazing, but they can also implode. Internal conflicts, loot disputes, and power struggles can ruin the experience for so many people out there, and it often does. So solo players avoid all that toxicity. Your base, your loot, your rules, no one can kick you or steal from you. But of course, going solo isn't all sunshine and spice. Just always remember that you are, as a solo player, at a major disadvantage at many times through a game by not having large numbers. Because guilds are definitely going to be dominating resources, controlling territory, as well as outnumbering individuals in those big fights in the deep desert. A lone player just cannot compete with a coordinated group in open PvP or large-scale raids. Even in PvE, some content might require multiple players, locking you out of high-end rewards. A good example of this is in WoW, there are group finders, so you are able to work yourself through the game as a solo. You don't necessarily need a group or a guild to complete a lot of the tasks. You just need a lot of time, know-how, and a chance to get into the groups in order to fight. But remember, a lot of times in WoW, if you are under-geared or you don't have enough experience, you get kicked out or even left out of those groups without any chance to do a lot of in-game dungeon work. So now let's look at why many players swear by guilds in Dune Awakening. A guild means protection, shared resources, and the power to hold territory. Want to control a spice field? You'll need allies to defend it. In PvP, a skilled guild can dominate a server, raiding enemies, winning wars, and becoming legends of Arrakis. Guilds will also be pulling resources together, splitting tasks, and unlocking content a lot faster than the solo player. Need a rare blueprint? Someone's got it. Building a fortress? Everyone pitches in. In-game content like dungeon raids or world bosses may require a group. Solo players are gonna be missing out. The best comments in survival MMOs come from those players' stories. Epic battles, betrayals, and alliances. Guilds create friendships and rivalries that keep the game alive for months. And a good guild feels like a faction straight out of the Dune lore. House Atreides or Harkonnen united under one banner. But before you rush to join in the first guild you see, there are some serious downsides. Now, in some, but obviously not all, guilds, you are going to find that there will be a lot of mandatory objectives that you're going to have to participate in, and these can lead to a lot of issues such as loot disputes or power-hungry leaders who can turn a guild more or less into a second job, and that takes away your enjoyment in the game. So some people even quit straight out because of the burnout that the guild is demanding of them whenever they are playing like this. If your guild collapses, you could also just lose everything because allies, bases, even your reputation is getting tied to this guild itself. So guilds make decisions as groups, which means you have to follow strategies you don't like. If your guild makes enemies, you become a target. Even when offline, expect revenge raids and constant warfare. Of course, this is also going to happen if you are just a random solo player setting up a base out there in the middle of the deep desert. Expect probably to get raided and lose everything that you leave out there in your forward base. Now, another option is trying to find the best of both worlds, of course. So what if you don't want to go full solo or even commit to a guild? Well, luckily Dune Awakening might allow for some creative middle ground play styles for people to try out and achieve different things without having to fully commit or go fully by themselves. So you could just team up with a few friends instead of a massive guild. This is going to create a lot less drama, more flexibility, but still enough firepower to compete with those kind of in-game necessities. You can also just stay independent, but hire yourself out to guilds for missions. Fight for pay. Betray if the price is right, just like a true Dune mercenary would. So you can put together yourself and platform yourself as an individual, creating your own personal identity in the Dune world. And quite possibly, if you are good at, say, PvP battling, you can create a small group or a small guild, or even go solo doing this kind of issue where you are saying, pay us a certain amount of water and we will come out and we will help you create all the content that you need and protect your, say, spice mining needs or desires. Working with guilds when it benefits you is just the way to go in this case, because you vanish into the desert once everything is done. No long-term commitments, just opportunistic teamwork that is going to allow you to kind of stay competitive with a smaller group or just playing by yourself. Now, at the end of the day, the choice between solo and guild comes down to your playstyle. Do you crave absolute freedom, or is power in numbers worth the trade-offs? Maybe a hybrid approach is your perfect balance. When your plan for surviving Arrakis is to enjoy and have fun, you have to ask yourself, will you be great doing this alone, or will it be better if you join a great house, or even quite possibly playing both sides of the game? Let me know in the comments below if you found any of this information helpful, and I would like to have discussions about you. What do you prefer, solo or guild play? And tell me about the benefits or the disadvantages that you believe there are in trying to do this type of gameplay. And as always, remember to like and subscribe, and hey guys, thanks for watching and have a great day.